Brexit showdown, Theresa May repeals Parliament's final say on Brexit deal. The EU Withdrawal Bill will finally return to the Commons for 12 hours of debate next week after the government's flagship Brexit legislation was bombarded with 15 amendments by the House of Lords. Ahead of the debate, Downing Street has tabled a series of amendments on Thursday night, which include the removal of Parliament's approval on the final Brexit deal struck with Brussels. A Department for Exiting the European Union spokesman said, "Our amendment removes Parliament's ability to direct the government in relation to negotiations, which would set a huge constitutional precedent in terms of which branch of the state holds the prerogative to act in the international sphere. It would also prevent the government from demonstrating the flexibility necessary for a successful negotiation. The British people voted to leave the EU and we will deliver on their instruction. There can be no attempts to remain inside the EU and no attempt to rejoin it." However, the government's chief whip in the Commons did not welcome the amendment and immediately responded in a tweet. He wrote, "Tonight the government have tabled a series of amendments including one that removes the meaningful vote. It is vital Parliament has a meaningful vote include in the event of no deal with the EU. Wasn't Brexit about Parliament getting back control?" The toned-down version of the meaningful vote proposed by Downing Street calls for ministers to be given 28 days to make a statement to Parliament if they disagree with a withdrawal agreement. As well as on the meaningful vote, the government is proposing to accept and tweak a series of amendments made by the House of Lords. It is allowing EU law to be replicated in the UK and continuing participation in its agencies. The government also appears to have shifted towards the peers on proposals about the border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. The flagship Brexit legislation is set to go back to the Lords on Monday, June 18.